President of India, the Murmu speaker as well. How's the interaction and how has been your overall experience?
I will say, first of all, thank you so much for this opportunity for the interview, and thankful to all the people of India and your officials for giving us the opportunity to have such a successful visit here in India. We had the opportunity after 30 years to have this official delegation, this official visit, and I think that the timing is ideal to the more things we can do together for our people, our countries, and of course to the win-win potential of both of us. And that is, I think, the most important message for our official visit here.
Prime Minister Modi also went to Cyprus. You also met Prime Minister Modi. How do you look at the relationship between the two countries? And of course, after the visit by Prime Minister Modi,
I will rather say it was historical, the visit of the Prime Minister, and since then we have such important visits. Our minister was here, our president will be here, and of course we have this visit of the parliament, so I do believe that it is now ideal the time period to have even a more upgrade relationship between our countries, and I think this is exactly what we want. When Prime Minister Modi was in Cyprus, he did sign with our president a joint agreement, and this is something, of course, we want to implement. And at the same time, what we discussed together with the speaker is that we need to find the ways to institutionalize that with a further collaboration between the parliaments. So it's up to us, and through parliamentary diplomacy, to add to the synergies and the strategies that our governments decided.
Talking about a very important point where Cyprus is playing a very important role as well. During the Cyprus presidency of the Council of European Union in the early 2026, can we expect the EU-India FTA to be inked soon, and what are your expectations?
We have to seal that, and we aspire that because we do believe that India is a very important ally. So as a full member of the European Union 20 years now, we will try to assist that in every possible way, because we do believe that is for the benefit of both of us. And Cyprus, of course, we will do our best, not only at the European forums and the international forums as well, to pass the message that through synergies and collaborations we can do more. We are much in favor of IMEC, the further collaboration of Europe and India, and I think that Cyprus can play its own unique role towards that, and I think that very soon we will have very positive notifications about it.
You talked about the IMEC part, and since it's very important and India-Cyprus connectivity is quite vital, you talked about the role. What kind of role Cyprus can offer in this regard, and any breakthroughs going forward?
The first is that Cyprus, at the bilateral level between Cyprus and India, to upscale even more the relations in various sectors, such as you correctly mentioned, shipping, trade, education, connectivity, and I think we need to start on that. But at the European level as well, for IMEC, for the agreements between our countries, and when I'm talking between our countries, I mean Europe and India, we can do a lot. It's not by luck that recently you have seen Greece and other countries to aspire and want to have this further collaboration with India, and you can understand that as Cyprus we will play our own vital role towards that. And of course we want to see what more, because exactly we're going to have the presidency of the European Union during our presidency, what more we can do in order to achieve that.
Your visit comes very close to an incident which happened in New Delhi. There's a blast which took place in Delhi itself. What is the position of Cyprus in this regard, and how both countries can help each other in countering the terrorism?
To be honest, this is something we discuss in all our meetings, because we are very supportive to your all the political decisions that India took to combat terrorism. And allow me to say that in Cyprus we can understand that better, because you know that after 5 decades still my country is divided and occupied by Turkey. So we don't believe in violence, we don't believe in the use of force, we believe in democracy. We believe in values and principles that we do cherish along with India. And this is exactly why we will support you in every possible way in order to spread the message around that in this era what we need is more compliance to what we represent, democracy and our values.
You talked about the Turkey part, and there was a statement from Turkey in occupation into northern Cyprus. Can you tell us about the Nicosia response and India's support for the same?
We always had your support. India stood firmly, next to Cyprus all these years, corresponding positively to the agreed framework, which it is the resolutions of the United Nations, of the Security Council of the United Nations, and we are greatly grateful about it. Also, I need to refer to your presence in UNFICYP, that all these years India is supporting us, and this is something we are truly cherish. So, of course, your support means a lot, and we hope that soon we will be able to establish peace, stability, and security in our country as well. And of course, Cyprus can be a catalyst to the security and peace enforcement that we want for the neighborhood, for Europe, and for the whole world as well. That is why we do believe that India has a strong position and leverage to remark about everything that we need. It needs to be passed forward in order to accomplish that goal.
A very landmark agreement which everybody is talking about is the mobility program arrangement. Is it ready to be inked? If you can,
we are trying, to be honest. I spoke, and I know that when our Minister of Foreign Affairs was there, is something that you did mention, and they're trying to figure out ways to implement that. But then I hope that soon we will have something positive about it. It is not my jurisdiction to say anything further, but I can reassure you that it's something we are really examining on.
How do you look at the India-Cyprus relationship and going forward? And also, what is the action plan for the bilateral relation in the next 5 years?
It's up to us. It's up to us to find the ways to improve even more our collaboration. If I can judge from the past 1 year that after the Prime Minister's Moody's visit, that we have all these official visits and already some agreements, I think that in 5 years from now we can be positive about a further, more enriched collaboration between us, and I'm pretty much positive about it.
This brings me to the last question. For the delegation, you personally, what would be the takeaway from your visit to India?
First of all, and I will not talk about the political aspect, I will say about the warmth and the hospitality of people. We are really impressed and thankful, impressed by your heritage and your culture, and you can feel proud of your country, as I was saying earlier, that you have such a rich history, and you can tell from the moment you are here in India about how precious it is, your people and your culture. And of course, at the political level, we are really satisfied about the outcome, and it's our responsibility now to proceed that and proceed one step forward to have even more positive results for our countries and our people.